Hello everyone, and welcome to my Days of Our Lives official. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Johnny tells Chanel that the fire chief has declared the mansion usable after hanging up with EJ, but he also mentions that some of EJ's favorite vintage wines would need to be replaced. Drinking wine together triggers memories of their Italian wedding, which triggers a kiss. Chanel rolls her eyes at Alex, but she has to sleep because she's shooting her first scenes with him tomorrow. In the square, Bonnie becomes giddy about sharing a stage with her stepson Alex and acting as mother and son. She compares them to the classic Hollywood houses. All she can hope for is that Justin is renegotiating Alex's contract, just as he is for her. Although Bonnie is certain that the show is profitable, Alex notes that it is operating on a limited budget. At Body and Soul, Justin watches over Kate while she looks through paperwork. He claims that Bonnie is 25% over budget and wants an additional week off. Kate says the show will find another actress to play Cassandra if Bonnie doesn't agree to the original stipulations. Abe shows up at Stephanie's residence. The pro bono cast picture shoot is set for tonight, and Eric has offered to capture the images. Stephanie proposes that she begin negotiating with the performers. Hattie brings a stack of scripts to Leo's room at the Salem Inn. There are too many scenes for Bonnie's character, and they should be cut. Leo wants Hattie to be happy, but he needs permission before he can change scripts arbitrarily. Hattie responds that Bonnie has been modifying the script on her own. She begs him to implement her suggestions so that the relaunch is successful. Leo can't promise anything, but he will see what he can accomplish. In the square, Bonnie plays a few words, which she modified a little, for Alex. He is taken aback by her acting prowess but becomes uneasy about collaborating with Chanel. Bonnie advises him to direct their tension into their respective scenes. Justin arrives to report that Kate refused to negotiate over Bonnie's contract. Bonnie was disappointed, but she couldn't fathom leaving Cassandra as a character. When Hattie shows there, the scripts that make fun of Cassandra have been altered. Bonnie is demanding to know who altered the document. Hattie stutters and says, "It was Leo," who appears. The actors receive notes regarding the photo shoot while Bonnie rants at Leo. The trio starts to depart, but Leo stops Hattie, who tries to evade him. After all the favors he did for her, he can't believe she threw him under the bus. She responds, "That's show business, baby." Furthermore, the writer always bears the blame. Chanel and Johnny cuddle together at the mansion while he tells her how everything turned out for the best following the Alex/Allie incident. They get email notifications when there are last-minute modifications made to the script for Chanel and Alex's roles. Arrow and Faith are having sex. Chanel shouts. They believed that the characters were not meant to be together for several months. Chanel is shocked that she needs to have a romantic scene from the very beginning. The fact that Johnny has to direct it astounds him. A message regarding the picture shoot is sent to Chanel. Hattie and Bonnie come to Body and Soul as Eric is setting up his gear. Hattie stops Bonnie to say they have to change for the shoot, but Bonnie wants to talk to Kate about Leo's rewrites. She watches nervously as Stephanie shows Bonnie the way out. The women realize they are dressed in the same glistening blue dresses when they come out of the wardrobe. They get into a physical altercation over who should change. Justin and Abe cross paths on the square. They don't have the money, and he apologizes for the contract discussions. They can return to the show once it airs and becomes popular. It's too early, so Johnny asks Leo to modify Alex and Chanel's romantic scenario when he visits his room at the Salem Inn. Leo declines. Later, when Bonnie violently bangs on Leo's door, he relaxes in his silk pajamas. She threatens to quit if he doesn't reverse the script revisions while still sporting the blue dress from the photo session. Hattie, still in her photo shoot gown, waddles over to Abe in the square. He is to fire Bonnie, she commands. It's me or her. Chanel strikes a stance in a summery baby doll dress during the picture session. When Alex arrives, his naked chest is covered by a black leather jacket. Together, they strike a rigid position until Eric tells Alex to wrap an arm over Chanel. Eric tells them to look into each other's eyes while they silently discuss their surprise love scenes. Alex is instructed by Kate to take off the jacket and allow Chanel to touch his chest. Johnny enters, taken aback by their intimacy. Although we didn't anticipate Xander would go as far as he did, it appears that he has moved past his initial goal of paralyzing Brady and is now plotting his murder. Alternatively put, he's feeling quite sure Brady is going to take his own life, as he revealed to Sarah on this week's preview of Days of Our Lives. We're simply not sure if it will be deliberate because, according to spoilers, Xander is breaking into Brady's room after the reformed alcoholic has taken drugs. That's not the best idea, even though it's regrettably plausible given Brady's current condition of mental instability. In Salem, covered-up murders that resemble suicides don't always go as planned. Connie had to learn that lesson the hard way. However, Xander isn't exactly rational at the moment. In an interview with Michael Fairman, Paul Telfer clarified, saying, Xander would always rather be angry than sad. Anger is a far more comfortable and stimulating feeling. Hence, he looks for the aspect of things that would make him angry rather than despondent when faced with them. He then makes an attempt to smash the object that is infuriating him. He attempted to literally destroy Brady, the target of his rage, but now that it has been put on hold, it appears he is going to take a more permanent detour. And the timing could not be worse. Brady's brother Eric is in town, and the former priest is very helpful in getting Brady to realize that there may be more to this story than he believes, according to what Eric Martsolf told Fairman. Brady will, in further detail, discover that maybe he wasn't the one that hit Sarah. Martsolf further stated that this will start that path of truth that is eventually gonna lead to the big reveal. Of course, if he's dead, that won't mean anything. However, we're hoping that, like his mother, Xander will change his mind before taking any extreme action. It's anyone's guess as to what he'll do after they discover Fiona was the one who hit Fiona. On Days of Our Lives, Connie's era is finally coming to an end. And to be honest, that wasn't all that horrible after all. She merely placed 2 siblings in the hospital and killed 2 people. Not that big of a problem for a town the size of Salem. Gabby and Melinda were spared, Jada's arrested her, and Connie was taken to Bayview. She only wrote that, and to be honest, it could be as happy a conclusion as she can achieve. She's obviously insane, as even Jada pointed out, so either she gets the support she needs or she and Lee have a happily ever after. He gave the insane killer his undying love and promised to stay with her forever in one last, naive comeback. It was quite sweet. Something of like in Norman Bates' Psycho. Nevertheless, it signifies that her and Julie Dove's Days of Our Lives tenure has finally ended. For the time being, however. Because when Dove first made her appearance on the soap opera she grew up enjoying, we never would have guessed that she would be seen nearly this much. Thus, there's always a potential that she might return, hopefully much less insane and homicidal this time. At the beginning of her murderous rampage, Dove remarked, "I don't think we know if there's redemption for Connie. In Bayview, you never know how she'll feel, especially because it's obvious that she's not feeling well. I would like to believe there is at some point." Sincerity be damned, from the beginning, it was clear where this was going. After the episode revealed that Lee was Connie's killer, there was no way she would survive. And then Everett's murder and Rafe's stabbing. Yes, there really isn't a way to recover from it. Unless you're Ben, that is. However, Dove stated, "I once made a joke to director Noel Maxim. Only contract players get away with murder," I remarked.